What in the broken Britain living crisis shithole of an England is this?
It's been a while since I talked about the cost of living, the cost of food, trying to manage a single income household as a single person when, I'm the only person making money around here. So if I don't earn, the bills don't get paid.
Guys, can we talk about the price of food in the UK? I'm someone that likes to do a weekly shop, and the price of ketchup is currently £3.75.
What in the cost of living crisis is going on? How is Asda charging nearly £10 for a packet of mince?
£8.64 for mince? Come on. That is just ridiculous. Absolutely shocking.
Guess the price. Asda, you'll know the price. £3.75. 150 gram.
And I got to the till and I thought, oh God, this is going to be about 50 quid. £97? And I'm absolutely shocked. I can't believe how much it costs.
$3.95 for a meal deal now? $3.95? Are you joking me? Is that with or without a club card, Nectar card? Because $3.95, £4. £4 for a sandwich.
For a drink, a snack, and a tiny sandwich. £4. £4.
I cannot believe that we're in a day and age now where mini Maryland cookies, not even a full pack, not even a full bag of 8 or some shit, is £1.15 each.
Because every single time I go into your shop, I can't just spend £5, £10, couple of quid. £30 later!
I know things have gone up, but I'm telling you, we're being robbed left, right and centre. I'm telling you.
And you got to take care saying, oh, everyone's got more money in their pocket. Get to fuck you fucking wanks day and all you Labour cunts.
As the cost of living crisis rages, supermarkets are hungry for profits. Check this out, there's a new report from the charity Food Rise, which shows that supermarkets, who dominate 96% of UK grocery sales, are hammering us for profits by pushing crap food and also damaging the livelihoods of farmers.
Everyone should be really proud of me because I just went to Asda and I didn't buy one single extra thing that wasn't on my list.
Welcome back to Brit Rants, where we say what everyone's thinking, but no one on morning TV will admit. Let's talk about food, because right now, buying groceries in Britain feels like robbery with a barcode. You walk into Tesco for just a few things and somehow walk out £60 lighter, with barely enough for a week. The basics, milk, bread, eggs, cheese, they've all shot up, and the budget options, half the size, same price. People aren't just complaining anymore. They're genuinely struggling to eat. Parents skipping meals so their kids can eat, workers relying on food banks, and pensioners living on soup. And while that's happening, MPs are arguing about who ate cake during lockdown. It's not just bad luck, it's bad leadership. So hit that subscribe button, because today on Brit Rants, we're cutting through the spin and asking, how did one of the richest countries in the world end up with millions of people who can't afford dinner?
Morrison's is the only store that sells plastic bags for 60p. Now, obviously, if you just look at it at face value, 60p is not a lot, right? But it's a bloody lot for a plastic bag in comparison to every other store that either sells them for 10p, 20p, or 30p max. But 60p, Morrison's, come on. What are you doing?
Guys, can we talk about the price of food in the UK? I'm someone that likes to do a weekly shop, and the price of ketchup is currently £3.75. Mince meat is £5.15. It used to be £3 for 500 grams. The prices of things, olive oil is £7. Are we really understanding how expensive it is to just live? Olive oil is a treat, don't get me wrong. A packet of Doritos, large bag, £3. Whoa. There is something going on, and I feel like people are not as angry as they should be, because I will go to Tesco and get 5 items and it's £26. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I can't breathe without losing money in this UK, and it's just I'm working hard, but I still don't have enough to enjoy. So will I just work till I die? What is going on?
Imagine earning £50,000 a year and still being broke. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's a reality for a lot of people in London, one of the most expensive places to live on the planet. See, after tax, you get about £3,200 a month. Then you've got to take away rent, one-bedroom flat, £1,800. Commuting in and out of London, £180. £250 for maybe a bit of clothes shopping, £450 for food shopping, £100 for a gym membership, £250 for electricity and gas, £35 for water, and then 50 quid for your phone bill. That's going to leave you in a deficit of about £475 per calendar month. So £50,000 a year, great salary in some places maybe, but in London, it's just about survival. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and you're welcome.
Everyone should be really proud of me because I just went to Asda and I didn't buy one single extra thing that wasn't on my list. I bought the 4 things that I needed, had a look around. I was tempted, don't get me wrong, I was tempted, but 4 things and 2 of them were on the reduced and I'm cooking it now. So it was just, it was £3. Never in this economy. Anyway, I'm gonna go make some chicken stroganoff now. Yeah.
I cannot believe that we're in a day and age now where mini Maryland cookies, not even a full pack, not even the full bag of like 8 or some shit, is £1.15 each. So if you were to get 8, that's £9.20. That's insane. £9.20 just for 8 of them. Yeah, never mind. The UK's finished.
It's been a while since I talked about the cost of living, the cost of food, trying to manage a single income household as a single person when, you know, I'm the only person making money around here. So if I don't earn, the bills don't get paid. And one of the places I really restrict my budget is around food. I don't eat out in restaurants. I don't order deliveries, nothing like that. I do all my food shopping at Lidl or Aldi. I will make the trip and go. I am an own brand queen. I never buy brands, and it works for me. Since I've been stuck at home for the last few weeks and unable to drive, I'm not allowed to drive for another couple of weeks. My only options are other people going to the shop for me or having to order in. And I cannot tell you how many times I have gone online, right, I'm going to make an order. I'm going to go on Tesco Whoosh, for example. I just need a few things. And I discovered recently that Tesco Whoosh I've used before occasionally, but not for a long time. And now, if you don't spend £50, they will add a nice extra £5 to your bill. And so I find myself going, you know, I'll get these few bits. And then I get to the checkout and they just go, I can't do it. I won't do it. I'd rather have nothing in my fridge than pay that £5. It makes me so cross. And recently I needed quite a lot of things and I thought, I don't want to keep sending other people to the shop for me. So I thought, right, I'll spend the £50. I'll fill up my basket. You know, I'll do my best, use my Tesco Club card, get as many bargains as I can. Went to checkout, 12 things out of stock. I just went, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do it. I really don't want to do shopping online and I don't want to buy brands. I want to go and get my little budget own brand bargains. But what it has done is it's highlighted for me how, you know, not only is there a tax on being a single person with the cost of living, there is also a tax on being someone who isn't able to get out and about and someone who's maybe not able-bodied or someone who's unwell. Like, you are at the mercy of the fees, the delivery fees, the packing fees, all of these extra things. And now, even just a fee because you didn't spend enough. And I don't think that's right. Fair enough, charge a delivery fee, but the prices that you pay for online orders like this, you know, like the instant orders, you pay about 10% more for the groceries anyway. So adding on £5 just because you haven't spent £50, they've lost me. No, I'd rather have nothing.
£3.95 for a meal deal now? £3.95? Are you joking me? Is that with or without a club card, Nectar card? Because £3.95, £4. £4 for a sandwich. Like, it was £3 for years and years and years and years. And then there was an uproar and it turned to like £3.50. And it just keeps on increasing and no one's talking about it anymore. Everyone's just accepting it. I'm sorry. Out of principle, you should stop buying these sandwiches. Literally out of principle. Because you're not getting a better deal. £4 for a sandwich. And they don't even feel the fillings to the edge. So it's literally just crust. Crust and a bit of filling. Because what? Why are people still paying for this, please? Why are you not making your own sandwiches? It literally is cheaper to buy the ingredients at this point. I mean, it always was cheaper. But a loaf of bread is 75p. Come on now, guys. It's really not that hard to make a sandwich. It's not like you're buying, I don't know, like a lasagna meal deal. That's effort to making it. Like, yeah, fair enough. It's a sandwich. Come on out, guys. Like, do better. Like, let's make our own sandwiches now, because $3.95. That's literally the same price as like airport WH Smith prices now, and that's probably like a tenner at this rate. What?
Fuck, I think I've just been robbed in Tesco's. I'm telling you, the cost of living. She's just said, we're just nipping for a few things. I'm going to show you in a minute what we had. But, got to the checkout, right? I thought, that's never right. I was like, I know things have gone up, but I'm telling you, we're being robbed left, right and centre. I'm telling you. What the hell? I'm going to show you now. This is what we had. Get ready. Get you in for a big shock. I'm going to show you what we've had.
Have a guess how much this was.
This is a message for Asda. So if your name's not Asda, scroll. Hello, customer service, Mr. Asda himself, Mr. and Mrs. Asda. What's your issue? What is your issue? Do you not like me? Do you hate me? Because every single time I go into your shop, I can't just spend £5, £10, couple of quid. £30 later! Oh. Sorry. However, I've got a bigger issue. We've got bigger fishes to fry. These pasta salads, if you don't know what they are, get to know. Get to know. It's better than Fanta Light Riv. Okay? Prawn might not be everyone's cup of tea. Whole wheat chicken spicy pasta might be a cup of tea. 2 for £3.50. Used to be 2 for £3. Inflation, cost of living crisis, £3.50. That makes each of them, fucking hell, I've got to do the math now. £1.50. £1.75 each. Bargs. Absolute bargs for a meal. Do you know what I mean? Next. Beef jerky. This is, I am a slut for this. Why is it about £4? No idea. Probably because it tastes so good. But my actual issue with this is this chocolate. If you've been following me for a while, you will know. But Asda, you won't know. So I'm going to tell you. This is the only chocolate I can have without stomachache because it doesn't contain dairy. Guess the price. Asda, you'll know the price. £3.75. 150 grams. £3.75. £3.65. Might be £3.65. £3.65. Let's have a look. Chocolate. Oh, £3.45. Tell a lie. I'll give you 20p. Sorry. £3.45. And I bought 2. Can we see that? Right here. £3.45. And I bought 2. The other one is actually half eaten in my bag. 2 of these cost me £6. 40, 80. £6.90. Well, I've eaten £2 of this one. £6.90 for 2 bars of chocolate. Are you on crack? Sort it out. I could go get a Cadbury's for £1.20. £3.45. Are you having my shitting life? Thank you.
As the cost of living crisis rages, supermarkets are hungry for profits. Check this out. There's a new report from the charity Food Rise, which shows that supermarkets who dominate 96% of UK grocery sales are hammering us for profits by pushing crap food and also damaging the livelihoods of farmers. Now, over half of people in the UK would prefer that supermarkets were in the hand of some kind of workers' cooperative. In fact, only 16% of people think they should be in private hands. More than this, they think there's too much profiteering going on. 65% of people in the UK think that CEOs of these supermarkets should earn like a maximum of £1 million, and even that's too much. But the CEO of Tesco's last year earned £10 million. We got to push back against these scammers. Together, start building our fair future.
Sorry, am I seeing things right? I beg your finest pardon? For a drink, a snack, and a tiny sandwich. £4. £4. I truly think we're fucked as a society. I've been out of the country for 2 weeks, 14 days. And this is just one of many curses that the UK decides to do to me. Anyway, my tube's here.
Can we just stop for a minute? 1 kilogram, 1 kg of mince. Yes, just 1 kg. This cost me £8.64p. Are you actually joking? £8.64p. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, was £5 something. Don't know what's happened. £8.64. Not impressed. Absolutely fuming with my shop today in Asda. I thought it would be less, considering also we've now got this vacuum packed packaging. All of this shopping, I felt like I got hardly anything today. Cost me silly amounts. It was like £100 and something. I had a £30 voucher, £88.90. Not buying mince.
What in the cost of living crisis is going on? How is Asda charging nearly £10 for a packet of mince? Now, £8.84 for 1 kilogram of reduced fat beef steak mince is absolutely wild. I swear in 2023 that was like £3. How is it so expensive? Now, even cheese has got absolutely out of control. £5.34. Even the ham, £4.48. How are people affording this? What in the cost of living crisis is going on? Now, I understand that people need to make their money. Companies like Asda, are up millions of pounds year on year, but people at the bottom of the ladder aren't being able to afford this. So who the bloody hell is buying that? Who is actually spending £8.84 on beef mince from Tesco, and let alone the bloody cheese? I mean, cheese now is actually seen as a bloody luxury. I want to see what you guys think about this. Now, maybe I'm clutching at straws. Maybe this is just how the new normal is going to be. Maybe all of this mince, cheese and all that sort of stuff, it's just going to be that price. More and more people are now turning vegan because people can't afford this kind of food. Now, let me know what you think about it. Is this worth £8.84, or are these supermarkets ripping us off? Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment.
I am outraged. I have just stopped at a service station, which I hate. I bloody hate a service station. Why are there always so many people at a service station? Firstly, it just makes no sense. Where is everybody going? I know I am one of those people today, but still, I'm not normally at a service station. And I have to stop and go for a wee because I've got the bladder of an 8-year-old woman and I can't go more than an hour without a wee. And I was like, oh, I'm super tired. So I've still got about 50 minutes after my journey. I'm going to grab a coffee, just a small coffee, because we don't need another toilet break. So I think I'll get a flat white. That'll be nice. Said flat white. Okay, compared to my head. Now, I do have a big head, but a flat white is a small coffee. £4.50. £4.50 this coffee was. We don't pay £4.50 for flat whites where I'm from. No, we do not. Maybe a fancy coffee, maybe a large cappuccino, latte, add some syrups or whatever. Not just a bloody flat white. I am outraged. Who do I write a formal complaint to? Give me the name, give me the contact details, because bloody disgraceful. The world we live in today, honestly.
So I went to Sainsbury's today and I cannot believe how much my shopping cost me. I bought some new pyjamas, which they were £20, that's fine. And then I've gotten like fresh berries, some other fresh fruit, I'm getting a couple of little children's meals. They were £3 each. And then a few other bits, and some of the bits that I picked were like, the purple stickers and it says nectar price. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll get save a little bit of money here and there. And I got to the till and I thought, oh God, this is going to be about 50 quid. £97? And I'm absolutely shocked. I can't believe how much it costs in Sainsbury's for fresh groceries. Like, take away the pyjamas, that's 70, and I don't know where it's gone. So I also went with my dad. My dad, at the end, we went to different tills, and he didn't have anything packed, and he said, how much do you think that trolley cost me? And in his trolley, he had like a tiny little jumper for my niece. He had some crunchy nut cornflakes. He had like a bit of fresh food, and 2 multi-packs of Walkers. And I said, well, judging by what I've just paid, probably about 50 quid for that little bit. £95? I'm absolutely shocked. I can't believe it. So we've been usually getting online deliveries from Asda so that, you can see the price as you're doing it. And they were only costing me £40, but I wanted some pyjamas because I do think Sainsbury's pyjamas are nice. I was flabbergasted, and I'm shocked. I can't believe how much it cost. So from now on, Sainsbury's, I'll only be buying pyjamas because your grocery prices are just absolutely, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know, people can't possibly be doing full shops in Sainsbury's because it must be crippling you. It's ridiculous.
I've just been at Marks and Spencer's, right? When did the dine-in deal become £16? £16, and you don't get wine. I mean, I knew they stopped doing the wine thing ages ago, but mind it used to be a tenner. Dine in for 2, and you got a bottle of wine. £16 for a lasagna. Oh, me and my pals were talking about food shops last night. Me and Chris have lived together for like 4 years now, and when we first moved into the house, I could get a food shop for the 4 of us, for sometimes 5, because obviously my stepson comes and stays as well, and it would never be more than £100. Never. And that would be me getting a takeaway and all that as well. I cannot remember the last time I did a food shop and it was under like 120 quid. And that's only Monday to Friday. So then on top of that, you've got Saturday night's dinner, and then Sunday if we get a takeaway. I reckon I could be easily hitting £160, £180 a week. Ridiculous. Anyway, I got these to try for car snacks. Sweet chilli crunch mix. 5 packets you get in it for, it was like £2 something, and they're 114 calories and 3.8 grams of protein, a wee bit of fibre in there as well. But yeah, £16. Shocked. Somebody needs to start a petition.
Fuck me, we really are in a cost of living crisis when they're charging £2 for 6 fucking apples. Jesus H fucking Christ. I mean, look at the prices of the fucking meat. Every time they come in here, they've put 10p on something. Fucking £2 behind. They've even put me Jesus Jews up by 29p, you fucking robbing cunts. The only fucking way anyone's better off in this country is coming over on a fucking illegal boat, and you got 2 tier saying, oh, everyone's got more money in their pocket. Get to fuck you fucking wankstain and all you liber cunts. I've even had to resort to using snide links for 50p and snide blades. Well, the Just Stop Oil Brigade will be happy in here. There's plenty of your fucking baghead food. And before anyone says buy the cheap fucking knockoff Mackie shit, it's fucking hanging. I don't want to hear about how good it is in an air fryer or any of that. You can stick it up your fucking mum's ass.
Right, so I'm here to have a rant. Not like me to have a rant, but we'll have a rant. So, went to Asda. I was like to the kids, which is fancy for dinner, and they're like some spaghetti bolognese. No bother. Goes, starts getting stuff, and then gets to the mince. I nearly had a fucking cardiac arrest. £8.64 for mince. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, I know we're in a cost of living, right? But £8.64 for mince? Come on. That is just ridiculous. Like, absolutely shocking. And they wonder why Wayne's unhealthy these days, because it's cheaper to go to Greg's and get them a sausage roll or a Happy Meal from McDonald's than make your Wayne a full bloody proper cooked dinner. Like, the time you add everything up to make one dinner for a family of 5, you're easily, like, the day, for instance, I think I was about 30 quid for one dinner. And I was absolutely disgusted by the price of mince in Asda. And it was the lean mince, the 5%, right? But I remember back, not that long ago, it was maybe a £5 or £5.50. But how can it jump to £8.64? I actually took a picture of it and sent it to my mum, because I was like, is this some sort of joke? Is this a pricing area? So boycott Asda for your mince troops. It's quite sad, isn't it, when you get to 36 years of age and you're having a rant about the price of mince. But I'll let you know what the morrow's dinner is, because it'll certainly not be mince. I was like to the beans, I was like, you can just have beans and toast. Jokes before anybody reports me to social work for saying my beans are getting beans and toast every night of the week for dinner. But so if anybody knows where to get that cut off there when I was saying, so if anybody can recommend somewhere to get mince that doesn't cost £8.64, then let us all know, because Asda, you are ripping the arse out of this. Ripping it. I mean, I know it comes in your wee vacuum packed packaging now and all that, but yous are at it. Absolutely at it. And I bet you I didn't get any reward points for my £8.64 mince either, did I, Asda? No! Right, rant over. But I certainly won't be buying £8.64 mince for Asda.
Good afternoon. So something a little bit different. I thought I'd do a shopping haul today. Just had my delivery. So for £86, mind you, £3.75 was delivery. So we got 240 tea bags. We got dog treats, 3 lots. We got a lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, vegetables, carrots, parsnips, spring greens, frozen veg, 2 lots of beetroot, which is my absolutely go-to at the moment, loving that. Chicken, 3 lots of mince, which is what I cook for the dogs. That's not ours. None of this meat is ours. The chicken I cook if, like, the kids come over or whatever. The mince, the salmon's mine. 2 lots of the cheapest yogurts, clover butter, can't you go without that. Cheddar cheese, potatoes, oranges, bananas, apples. Now that will only last us till the weekend. I'll have to do a big top up of fruit, because we're big fruit eaters. Toothpaste, washing up liquid, toilet rolls, Lenore, didn't need the washing liquid, so just got that softener. Right, husband's lunchbox, brioche, angels, cakes, crisps. Also, if the grandkids come over, they have that. The only thing that I bought extra, shouldn't have bought, but I did, is these. So that's 3 for £5. They're wax melts. Corned beef, salad cream, little tin of sweet corn, flour, gravy, chopped tomatoes, 24 eggs, because I eat eggs every single day, and seeded bread. Now, all of that, I say all of that, which it isn't a lot at all, was £86. Cost of living's gone through the roof. Now, I don't eat meat. I eat salmon, and I very occasionally eat some chicken, but this is without meat, guys. So my husband's African, so he eats a lot of meat. So we go to the meat man on a Thursday night and buy his meat. That would be an extra 50 quid. There's only us 2 here and the 2 dogs. Absolutely ludicrous, but this is all from Asda.
Interesting this is. So we're in Asda, and this chocolate beer, which is the milk chocolate, the Asda one, it was £1.50 for a large bar. I kid you not. Now, this was last week. Now here's the price. £2.28. A 78 pence increase in a week. Wow. And you know why that is, don't you? Because they're popular now. Because a lot of people I see pick up the cheaper brands. And if they pick up the cheaper brands and they're selling more of them, they think, oh, well, they're quite popular. Why not increase the price even more? it's just morally wrong. And, you know, we know everything is going up, and I am having a little rant about it. And, you know, it's the principle of it all. I think big supermarkets like this, they just increase it. And I personally think with supermarkets like this, it's greed. With smaller independent businesses, it's not about greed. For a lot of them, it's about their outgoings increase. So they have to increase the prices. But supermarkets like this, just being greedy, 78 pence increase in a week. And there's loads of other stuff here I can see has already increased as well. It is bonkers, really is. And like I always say, whether I can afford something or not, it's out of principle why I choose not to pay certain prices for certain things. Now, when I go out for a meal and stuff like that, I always say, I don't worry about the price. If I got a good meal and a good service, I'm paying for it. But in the supermarket, when I see the prices going up and up and up and up and up, it's ridiculous. So it's a lot of things that I won't buy out of principle. Like I said, whether I can afford it or not, out of principle, I refuse to buy it. Who else is with me? But then you can't win, because what do? You reduce the brands that you buy and you start buying the cheaper brands. And because they see that you're selling volume of them, they go, why not increase? So they increase those as well. This country is definitely broken. Broken Britain. Anyway, on a lighter note, did I tell you I'll be on a plane in a few days? Oh, I can't wait. Miami, here we come. Beach, beer, food.
What in the broken Britain living crisis shithole of an England is this? Here we go. You ready for this? £8.25 for a bit of butter. I'm sure these ain't much different, are they? In the same way, £1.97. Ridiculous. I mean, look at this. £3 for a couple of little popcorn chickens. What the hell? 5 little nuggets, £3. It's crazy. 9 nuggets, £3.50. Jesus Christ. And then we're on the Mr. Nippling section. £3 for apple pies. I'm sure they were £1 not long ago. Someone tell me different. £2.50 for 5 bambos. They were definitely a nickel. This is unreal. Wow. It's only a little box as well. Underneath, you got Morrison's own £1.40. Surely these companies are taking the piss. This is just a deal breaker. £4. That ain't no large egg, that is small. There's my hand, that is small. And you only get 1 Kit Kat. Wow. What in the world has happened to the price of sauce? Oh, wow. £4. Even a little one, £3.40. Jesus Christ. 400ml. Couple of squirts on your chips and you're out. £4.60 for 12 eggs. Somebody, there's something's got to be done here. Is this Keir Starmer's work or what? I'll tell you what, if you come in here, make sure you got your more card. £5.50. Used to be no more than a couple of quid not long ago. What's happened to the price of this shite? £2.50. Well, that's on offer. £3. This used to be fucking about 80p. Jesus Christ. To be fair, this is the reason there's a cost of living. There's people like Morrison's. They ain't upping the wages for the people. Nah, they're just upping the price of our stuff. Something needs to be done in this country. You got old people that can't even put their eating on. They can't eat because they're starving. Disgusting. Broken Britain, cost of living. We are knackered. Think about our children.
What's going on? Is it the cost of living? Why is everything being... There's tag in everything that concerns us. Look at Cyrillac, you have tag. And if you go to the other section, they don't have tag. What's going on? Is it cost of living? The people come and make Cyrillac? Come. This is what I'm saying, the ackee and saltfish. Cost of living has caused people to be coming to here to rob stuff.
You have to win the fucking lottery in the Morrison's reduced section to afford anything. Look at this. £3 for ham, it's reduced. You're going to be throwing it away, you cheeky cons. £3 for fucking off burgers. What is going on in this country? Absolutely get fucked. Am I missing something here, Morrison's? Original price, £3, £1.75. And check this. It's a sausage roll, cheese roll, that's a quid on it. Bargain reduced to £1.50. Okay. Fuck me, no prime. I remember coming in here a couple of years ago and kids were jizzing in the fucking pants over a bottle of £4 prime from KHI and that other fucking prick Paul Logan or whatever his name is, Jake Paul. And now look, completely fucking disappeared. Replaced with all this monster shit for Jaden, Layden, Caden, Aiden, Caden. They can have like 7 cans of that before they go to school and then fucking twats one in the playground because they're hyped up. How much a fucking council house dinner is now? $2.20 a day with 90p. Yeah, 18 fish fingers, £5.75. You might as well go and get a fucking fish from the sea, cook it yourself, use the gas and electric and it'd still be fucking cheaper. Who the fuck is paying these prices for a bottle of fucking Tropicana? You must be on heroin.
So it turns out Tesco club card prices have harmed the economy, and this is a very weird, niche, but very impactful story about Tesco club card prices.
Please scan your club card.
This story came out 2 weeks ago and I missed it, and I saw somebody talking about it yesterday, but they didn't explain it. But basically, because Tesco has so many products listed as a club card price, when inflation in the UK is calculated, it's calculated at the listed price. And because Tesco, as we know, a lot of supermarkets do this, but Tesco is the worst offender, because they inflate their prices so much to make it look like you're saving money when you scan your club card. When the government calculates inflation, they do it as the listed price. So when Tesco put the price up, it makes it look like inflation in the country is much higher. And because Tesco has such a high market share in supermarkets in the UK, it has such dominance and so many of its prices, this has actually impacted inflation figures to a very large proportion. And the reason why this is so impactful is because the Bank of England will move its interest rate up and down based off of things like inflation. And if inflation is overinflated, it will affect the decisions of the Bank of England. It affects the decisions of how people get paid. It affects the decisions of so many different things, from governments to people getting paid to financial decisions to investments. So Tesco, accidentally, not their fault, but also kind of responsible for doing this constant club card pricing thing, has actually negatively impacted the economy in lots of weird ways that are really kind of hard to wrap your head around. It's such a weird but interesting story.
Can you tell by my face? Not happy at all. Been in the UK 4 days now. Spent a small fortune. Done us a curry on Friday. Well, got delivered a curry on Friday for myself and my daughter, and over half. 50 quid for an Indian. And I didn't even have a main meal. I just had a starter. And then I got a few little bits on Friday to tide me over for the weekend, because I thought we'd go out for Sunday today. But we've ended up deciding I'm going to cook a roast dinner instead. So I've bought a few bits, like 5 items on Friday, and it was 20 quid. And I've just got another delivery for our Sunday roast today. And I've counted, there was 8 items, £25. 8 items, 25 quid. So let's see what we've got for our roast dinner. I did get a meal deal, which I don't think is bad for, was it, £3 for 40 with the club card. And my son-in-law works for Tesco, so he gets 10% discount. Makes it a little bit cheaper, but still, 25 quid. Not happy, and I'm freezing bloody cold. Get me back to her garden. Anyway, my meal deal. My favourite crisp in the world, prawn cocktail. And I got a meat feast sub and Oasis. My daughter says Boots do the best meal deal, but I think Tesco is good for a meal deal. So don't mind paying that, that's alright, but it's when it comes to the other bits. So I've got some toilet roll. I got disinfectant for the toilet and some washing up liquid. A big tub of this in her guard is 77 Egyptian, so around about £1.20, and this is £2.45, so double the price for exactly the same thing. Hold on. All the shopping's coming. Roast chicken. I know I could have cooked one, but it's been too cold. I've not been arsed, so I got a one roastery one. And one of these in Egypt, freshly cooked, is £3. And this £9. £9. Absolute disgrace. I was going to make roasted parsnips, but they didn't have any, so I had to get frozen. £4 for the frozen bag of parsnips, carrots and broccoli because I've already got potatoes. Hola, just 8 items, £25. You seen that little big mini shopping haul I got delivered for £12. £25. UK, absolute rip-off.
Right, how fucked is this country, right? So, I smoke 40 cigs a day. So that's, what's that, 30 quid a day on cigs. I also cook near enough every day. This week, on average, it's cost me to feed a family of 4. It's cost me a day 45 quid for the ingredients. So feed a family of 4 every day, 45 quid. Plus me cigs, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75 quid a day. Just to live. Big tub of Lurpak butter, 8 quid. What the actual fuck? What's it fucking made with, like fucking gold milk or something? Absolute joke, man. Just been to Greece. Cigarettes, couple of pizzas, drinks, snacks. €10, about 8 quid. Unbelievable, Jeff.
So let's be honest, this isn't just a cost of living crisis. This is a national food emergency hiding in plain sight. According to the Food Foundation, over 4 million people in the UK regularly go hungry, including 1 in 5 children. Supermarket prices have jumped nearly 25% since 2021, and wages haven't even come close to catching up. Even discount stores like Aldi and Lidl aren't cheap anymore. They're survival zones. And it's not just the poor, it's everyone. Middle-class families are cutting back, professionals are meal prepping to survive, and students are skipping breakfast to pay rent. Britain's not just hungry, it's exhausted. Some people say, stop complaining, just budget better. But let's be real. You can't budget your way out of broken systems. You can't stretch a paycheck that never grows, or plan meals around prices that change every week. This isn't about laziness, it's about leadership. It's about supermarkets hiking profits, landlords raising rents, and politicians pretending it's all under control. So what do? Checkmark. Call it what it is, a food crisis, not a temporary squeeze. Support local food banks and charities until real reform happens. Demand accountability, because tightening belts doesn't work when there's nothing left to tighten. Britain shouldn't be a country where working people skip meals, where treating yourself means buying butter, or where families rely on donations just to survive the week. This is broken Britain, where the average person is doing everything right and still falling behind. You've been watching Brit Rants, where we say what everyone's thinking while the politicians pretend it's fine. If you felt the pinch too, subscribe, drop your rant in the comments and share this video, because no one should go hungry in a country this rich. The problem isn't the people, it's the price of surviving in Britain.